We are back with another amazing deck profile, another tier 1 deck profile. This deck took the last two Ultimate Cups by storm, where Yellow Hybrid topped multiple spots of both Ultimate Cups on the weekend. It is definitely a tier 1 deck, and I don't care what anyone says. I think Yellow Hybrid has the traits to beat every single deck in the format. I've lost one single match in testing, and it's because I'm an idiot and I misplayed, and I'll own that. But besides the dumb misplay and playtesting, undefeated deck. It's crazy. It's really strong, and we're gonna talk about it. So if you guys like the deck, comment and like the video and subscribe to the notification bell to smash potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos do go live. And we will start with the babies like always. 5, 5, 5. 4 Upamons and the Viximon. The Upamon is when attacking once per turn you have 3 or less security, draw a card. Viximon here is if you activate an option cost of 2 or more, draw 1. The reason I'm playing Viximon over like Cupimon or something is because I will resolve Viximon in this deck more than Cupimon. And the reason for that is because of the rookies we choose to play that I shamelessly stole from the guy that did well the first time. We are playing the Bunny package. We are playing 4 of the EX2 Lotmon, and we are playing 4 of the OG BT3 Lotmon. This one lets you unplay, look top card security. If you add it to your hand, you draw a card. Card's great. And this one says on play, if you threw for your security cards and Shu Chong Wong in play, you recover 1. I started testing this deck basically as soon as the one guy at the first Ultimate Cup topped with Yellow Hybrid with these cards. And I'm happy to report that idea was genius. I thought about doing Lotmons with Shine Greymon, but not Yellow Hybrid. And in Yellow Hybrid, they actually work really well. So we do play the 8 Lotmons because we want to see... I personally want to see all Lotmons whenever. And we do play a 1 of 9th rookie, Pillowmon. It's there to floodgate the decks like Bloomlordmon that play cards by effects. That is how it is. Okay, moving on to champions. We're playing 8 hybrids. 8 blue Lobos for game. And this one also gives your security a bust. A buff, not a bust. Busting is cool though. So 8 hybrids, because we got to play the 8 hybrids. And our other champions are Rapidmons, just for the bit of the widespread board removal, suspending things to attack over things. Rapidmon is still really good. And you have the memory to like not care about Patamon per se. You will have, that's not an issue. And sometimes you can just evolve and pass and just kill some stuff. That's also fine. Not a big deal. That's it for the champions. Moving on to Ultimates. We play the 1 copy of Jet Sylphimon. Jet Sylphy is at 1. We play 1. We're playing 3 copies of the original Rise Greymon. When Digivolving, you play a Yellow Tamer, doesn't activate. Unfortunately, the on play and 3 or more is security +1. And we are doing 2 Rise Greymon X. Digivolves for 1 on a Rise Greymon. When Digivolving, play Yellow Red Tamer, and then you basically give something -2,000 for each of your Tamers. This also gets a +1,000 boost for each of your Digimon. Each of your Tamers. So these are the only ultimates we play. And this gets really, really aggressive sometimes. Like, this stack can, like, do a lot of freaking damage to your opponent. And it gets really, really big. And really hard for your opponent to beat. So we do play the 6 ultimates. You don't need any more than that. For Megas, we are doing 3 copies of Venusmon. Venusmon is an incredible card. When Digivolving, you get everything security -1. And it's a floating effect like Holy Flame. So anything that enters the field afterwards also gets the -1 security. And then during the opponent's turn, all your opponent's Digimon with a security attack effect, which includes it by what it gives it, by the way, can't attack this Digimon and cannot activate when attacking when Digivolving effects. It's basically a floodgate. And in this deck, you'll be constantly messing with people and their security attacks, so it's quite okay. This is the only Mega we play, because to be honest, it's the only one we need. It's the only level 6 we need. We do play a singular level 7, and that level 7 is Susanomon. Susanomon evolves for 7 on your Tamer by returning 10 Tamers or Hybrids. Security attack +2, and when Digivolving, pop a Digimon. It's very strong. It's very good. And I'm not playing Death Exmon because I tried it without Death Exmon, to be honest. I'm like, do we need Death Exmon? I'm happy to report that if you can't afford Death Exmon, you don't need it for this deck. The deck works quite fine without the Susano, without the Dexmon. So that's it. That's it for Digimon. Moving on to Tamers next, we're playing 4 copies of Memory Tamer TK. It is your Memory Tamer, and it also adds a yellow, any card to your security to your hand. If it's yellow, you recover 1. Card is insane. We are still on 4 copies of Taiankari. Taiankari is absolutely insane as well. Taiankari, at the start of your turn, if you have 3 or less security, you gain memory. And the Lotmon package is really good and gives you benefits for being at 3 or less security. So that's like the sweet range we try to stay around. And also goes for your opponent too. So if you get them at 3 or lower, you're getting memory every turn. And then you can suspend this to make your opponent's security minus 2,000, which could come in handy. We're playing 3 copies of Shu Chong Wong. 3-cost Tamer, unplay, play a Lotmon from your hand for free. And then start your turn. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, draw 1. This card's broken. I cannot find room to play 4 for the life of me, but I wish I was, because that card draw is so important. It helps you unbrick, it helps you get constant resources. Shu Chong is just purely incredible. There's no other way for me to put that. We're going to play 3 copies of Zoe. This is your Tamer, that you look at your security, you add a hybrid to your hand, you recover 1. It also gives you inheritable opponent's turn, always security don't get plus 3,000. Makes your security extra chonky. I remember playing the 1 copy of TK and Izzy. It's okay. I'm not sold on this card yet, but it's a 4-cost Tamer. At the start of your turn, if you have a level 5 or higher Digimon, you get a memory. If your opponent does, you get a memory. Okay, cool. During your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves into a yellow or green Digimon, you may suspend this Tamer to have one of your opponent's Digimon get minus 1,000 to the end of the turn. It can kind of combo with Rapidmon for like additional DP or the Rise Greymon XT body. But it's really there for the extra memory at the end of the day. And the magic numbers that it sometimes generates. I don't know if it's going to stick around, but I am liking it. So that's it. Moving on to options now. We're only 6 cards left in the deck. Oh, my Tamers fell. Lol. We're playing 2 copies of Lowen Key Adistacto. I don't know how to say that card's name. I'm not going to try like I know how to say that card's name. I'm not a fan of this card per se. I'm trying it out. It's okay. It's an okay card. So it costs 8. Its first effect doesn't matter because it has a Pulse 1 effect. Main, if you have 3 or more security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 12,000 DP for the turn. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, place one of your opponent's Digimon face down at the top of their security stack. Ideally, you activate this card when you have 3 security. You get both effects. That's the best way to use it. If not, it just kind of feels real bad. Nothing else to say. We're playing 2 copies of Holy Flame. Holy Flame. Holy Flame there does the blanket security effect, minus 1 attack from your security. The card's still broken in my opinion. I still think it's one of the best cards in the game, but there's only room for 1 more. Like, only room for 2 right now. I want to play more. You can also activate it from hand for 2, get something minus security 3. It comes up. And then we're playing 1 copy of Sunrise Buster. It's at 1. 1 copy of Reinforcement Marine Boost because it's at 1. That's it for the deck profile, guys. That's Yellow Hybrid. Thanks to things like Venusmon and obviously Jet Sylphimon. And a big shout out to the Lotmon package here. This deck works really well, and I do recommend that you guys give it a try. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and see you later.